Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars. It is week 26, day 2. It is a brown day, and today we are going to be throwing down the Gorgolfa Corvash. And I already know, based on the title thing, yes, we are up against Pure Brown well, that's not my Pure Brown team, but yeah, I don't know if some people still think that they need to set their color, but you don't actually have to set your color to the Defend Day, for the Defend Day thing. It just has to be 4 uniques, or 24 across the entire thing. It doesn't have to be whatever color day it is. Of course, it's Brown Day, and he seems to be doing a pure brown on it for whatever reason. But yeah, you don't actually have to set it to the pure color of the day, your Defend team. Only your Invade team has to be like that. Your Defend team does not. Well, anyways, let's get into this. Go for the Rush Famine. I got a little bit of Corvash in there too. And yeah, should pretty much be good as long as his Famine doesn't go crazy. If our Famine goes before his Famine, we win. Of course, Famine is craftable right now. That is something to be mentioned. Any of you who are interested in a Famine, he is currently craftable. He is one of the best things you can possibly get or craft for Guild War purposes. The main reason for this is he's really good on all 3 of his Guild War color days. So he's generally a really nice utility to have. So yeah, if you want to get him, definitely pretty good idea if you're looking into getting a better team for Guild Wars. Because that's basically his whole purpose, is to absolutely dominate in Guild Wars. Once we get him going, he's just going to be able to full drain. Once we get the first cast that off him, we pretty much just instant win at that point. So come on, just a little bit more mana, there we go. And as long as he doesn't end us here, good. We pretty much just instant win, so let's get rid of the first slot, just go down the line at this point. So we'll get rid of that, boom. Yeah, we can just throw a simple Corvash into that. We could also throw a Gorgolfa. There's a chance that would hit, though we'd have to hit all 6 skulls, so I'm not going to risk that. Just going to go for a Corvash, get our mana back up, go from there. Not throwing a High Forge yet, mainly because I don't really need it. We might, but don't need it at the moment. Go throw that over. Get a nice little poke. Unfortunately, our High Forge cannot hit that, so I'm probably just going to take Brown here instead. I will leak into the Famine as well, so we'll just, come on, move, move, move. There we go, nice extra turn out of nowhere. We can take a Skull Poke if we want. That into a Corvash I will do if it's enough damage. 28 plus 28 is 56, so yes, that is indeed enough, so we'll take the poke. And Corvash dead. And yeah, pretty much a win right there. We'll go take that for Famine, and we get a poke out of it, of course. Just one of the whole reasons for taking it. What's the damage now? That is 18, 36, and 36 plus 28, what is that? 64? Whatever it is, it's more than his HP. So we'll do that. There we go. Math. Throw that down. Now all we really have to do is beat a Famine with... Already won, never mind, we already got Corvash up. The Double Drain. Always love using it with Double Drain. You don't have to, but it's one of my preferred methods. Just get a nice mana generator into it, and then just have the Double Drainer, the Famine into any other drainer. And down it goes. Also, hello everyone! Hello JZG! Hello Bridget! Hello Lowlight! Hello Gothark! Hello, what's that name? B-Rang? Barang? Barang. Welcome! Hello James, hello Candy, hello Lowlight, hello oh, Heavy Metal Queen. Ah, that's what that is. I get it now. Okay, I couldn't tell without all the continents in it. I mean vowels. Did I just say continents? But without all the vowels. Heavy Metal Queen, welcome. Hello Kai, hello War, hello Strawn, hello James, I think I already said James. Hello Amanda, and hello F. Quintrell, welcome. Oh, you got into a new guild. Nice. Congratulations. And hello, Anarchy. And Benjamin. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Strawn got his account back? I didn't even realize he lost it. Well, congrats, Strawn. Wait, you lost your account? What happened with that? I completely missed that if you mentioned that in chat earlier. I know someone said they lost their account. I didn't think it was you, though. Let's see. How was my Halloween? Pretty good. Well, we were basically streaming for the entire thing. I didn't really have anything planned. I didn't really do anything for Halloween other than just stream a bunch for once, or actually for quite a bit. For the last like 3, 4, 5 Halloweens, I haven't really done anything. As I mentioned previously on the stream, since I I can't really go trick-or-treating because since I'm allergic to nuts, almost everything I get anyways, I can't even eat. So I don't even bother with that. And because that's kind of like one of the whole points of the holiday, or one of the whole points, yeah, that's it's kind of something I can't really do. Be better off just buying some candy at the store. Well, we'll go throw it on Gorgolfa. Also, my town doesn't do Halloween, so I didn't even need to hand out Halloween candy or anything either. Okay. So, what's the game plan here? Probably Corvash into Skullpoke into Famine, and we go from there. So he'll take that, we'll take our own. He gives us blue, which is helpful since that's actually one of the colors we need. Actually, both the takes right there are colors we need, very nice. We have Famine. I'd probably want to throw that on Uriali. I mean, not Uriali. Oh yeah, it is Uriali. If we were to do that. Let's see, 15, 30... It's not enough, for sure. Yeah, it's nowhere near enough. I need to wait till it gets more mana. So for now, I just throw High Forge because it's damage. And again, I just need to wait for more mana. So we'll go and just, I guess Gorgolfa. The problem is if I give him a lot of mana there, that's going to be bad. I just need to hope he doesn't get an extra turn right here. Okay, that's fine. So he just takes a little bit more mana. We can now throw Famine. That should be enough now. 10, 15, 25, 50, and 78. 77. Perfect. It's one more than enough damage. Unless I calculated that wrong. Nope, exactly enough. Or one more than enough, I mean. Sweet. Okay. So now we just swipe over some mana for Gorgolfa. Oh, that's not too big a deal. Now we can just Corvash into anything and we pretty much just win. That takes out the last of his mana. We'll go and get our mana generated. That gives us a High Forge. Not enough to kill anything, though. Take some brown just to start getting Famine up again. Hopefully that'll fill him completely. Yes, it is. And now we could just Famine poke. Actually, is Corvash enough? It is if we had it. Yeah, let's go get it. So we'll throw a Corvash into Famine. Or actually, Famine into Corvash. Because it does more damage that way. 7, 6, 13, 26, and 54. There's not enough damage, but that into a Corvash is. So we'll do that. That doesn't kill, but this does. And down it goes. Well, it's just kind of like my little area where I'm in, the homeowners association. It's just they don't want to do trick-or-treating, and since the homeowners association said it, we can't really like go against that. The downsides of homeowner associations. Actually, they're almost all downsides. Let's see. Though I do have a nice pool that keeps maintained that I don't need to actually like pay for. Well, you know, other than the homeowner association fee thing, but you know, it kind of gets in with all that. But it is a pretty nice pool, I do have to say. I like using that during the summer. Didn't get to use it as much this summer, but the previous summer I ended up using it so much. How do you soul farm? You don't have a clue. Soul farming is generally done in either challenges or an explore with a team that uses a Valkyrie plus a lot of Necromancy, or really anything that gains that extra 50%, or in the case of Ferrashra, 150% extra souls. But the most basic team that you can use is Triple Warlock Valkyrie, or Triple Warlock Dragon Soul if you happen to have yourself a Dragon Soul. Either of those two are the easiest two that you can really get built. But yeah, if you can get yourself on a Dragon Soul and do it that way, it's both the versions can do about 20,000 per hour. Dragon Soul is a little bit easier though because you don't need as many upgrades compared to a Valkyrie. Though the problem with that is a Dragon Soul is a lot rarer than just getting more copies of Warlock. So a lot of people will go the Warlocks instead. Okay, what do we need to do here? We actually have a really bad board. The board is considered bad if we can't get Gorgolfa mana. That pretty much determines the board. Is it good? Can we get Gorgolfa mana? No? Then it's bad. Okay. Nothing we could do there. I could take a red, but that does what? Give us High Forge? We don't really need that. Might as well just go for green and hope for a double yellow or even a single yellow. Of course, we don't get any of that, but oh well. At least we had the chance. If that explodes, that could be bad. Though if it does a stat reduction on something annoying like magic, that could also be bad. This team will be very weak without magic. Our entire team would basically just be one Famine if he does a reduction of magic. So we'll try Skull Distracting. Oh wait, never mind. I thought it did stat reduction for whatever reason. Never mind, it just gains a random stat. I don't know what I was thinking there. I was thinking more like him, I guess. Oh no, well, I was thinking there. For some reason I thought she reduced all of our stats. Never mind. I'm losing it. Okay, we'll just go and take a green there. If we can't get Gorgolfa, might as well just keep poking up on Famine. So we'll let him take that skull, perfectly fine. Take the brown, get our surge. Actually, we didn't get a surge, but get our mana. Almost full, all the way to full, perfect. And we get our little map right there. And what can we do now? We can throw the... Oh, first things first, let's go move that. Now we can hit from the back. That thing is huge. We're not killing that anytime soon. But we have all of our mana, so we'll just throw that for damage. Famine will likely be next, since we can't actually reach that. So we're just going to take a red, let him get slightly more mana so we can do more famine damage. And we'll probably aim that at Grapple Pot, just so it's... because this is the one we can't really aim for. So we'll go for that. And is that enough damage? Yes, it is. So if we get High Forge up again, that will be enough to kill it off the back. So now we don't need to worry about her. We have another Famine too. So we're in a pretty good position at this point. And we're going to get a Corvash off soon on the front line. So he'll just move that over. It gives us free reds. Perfect. Not full mana, but we're getting there. Actually, I could swipe for it now, but it gives him brown. So I'm just going to leave it there, because he's probably going to fall for that trap. Do I clean that up? No, I don't clean it up yet. I think I just go for... oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say, I can't aim for her, but I actually can, because she was stunned at the time. So we can aim for her. Okay, let's just get a Gorgolfa. I still need that back shot, which we now have to go and kill her. That will be the last little bit that we need. And down goes that. Now we can Corvash. That'll kill one of the two. It also makes it so he's using one whole less mana as well, which can be helpful. Kind of want to take this brown, just in case, just so we have a Gorgolfa. Just in case he does something weird. So we'll throw that down. Too bad he didn't actually fully die, but he had 1 HP to absorb that entire hit with. Guess I could have Gorgolfa'd it, but oh well. But we could just throw, I guess, Famine first, just so it does more damage. So we'll throw the Famine, throw a Corvash, throw a Gorgolfa. That's pretty much matched as soon as we get that last little tick of damage. Oh, should have moved that the other way so we got the reds. Oh well. He could have been full mana. Oh, there we go. Never mind. He still is full mana. And we'll throw that. And 5 HP. Well, down you go. Oh, should actually Gorgolfa there. We would have gotten like 20 more points or something. Oh well. Not that many points. Other than the maps, how can you not level up but still get what you need to build up the kingdoms and seals for your guild? Other than maps, to get your seals and your kingdoms upgraded, there isn't anything as of currently. Everything in the entire game gives you EXP from doing it, other than treasure hunt. At least as far as things that you can gain infinite resources from. But yeah, you're kind of stuck doing treasure maps if you want to go and help your guild without actually leveling. If you want to get those seals, or if you want to get more resources, or if you want to get your kingdoms upgrade, but you want 0 EXP whatsoever, treasure hunt is currently the only way in the entire game to do that. Because every other method, like doing PvP, that levels you, doing your guild wars, that levels you, doing quests, that levels you, doing literally everything else levels you. So treasure hunt's the only safe place where you can go to farm up resources without any kind of downside. Hello, Motrax! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did I miss any other questions? You just been kicked out of your guild for not logging in for 2 days. That's a little harsh. Well, was it because of the guild war thing? It might be a really, really competitive guild that's doing the guild wars every single day. That's the only reason I could possibly think of why they would kick you. Yeah, that's a little weird. That's the only thing I could think of, though. Maybe, did you do the guild wars at all? Because if you didn't, maybe it's a guild that loves doing it every single day and they want that extra bonus. What about leveling slower? If you wanted to level super slow while still gaining a lot of resources, what you would end up doing is go to 1.9k rating in PvP every single week and don't go any further than that. The main reason for this is that's when you get the bulk of the rewards. Everything beyond 1,900 rating, you don't really need to go past. So basically, get 1.9k rating in PvP each week, and do the dungeons every single day. And that's basically all you would do. And then just do treasure hunt for the rest of it. So PvP to 1,900 and do the dungeons every day. And you'd basically do nothing else other than treasure hunt. So that would still allow you to play a little bit of variety while still keeping your level very low and still gaining a lot of resources. Because each one of those have the best resource gains. relative to the amount of EXP you gain. PvP, because you end up getting a ridiculous amount of rewards for the lower tier area. You end up getting 46 glory keys, a bunch of glory, a bunch of souls, a bunch of extra gold on top of the already decent gold you're getting. For the dungeon, the reason this is decent is because, of course, you end up getting resources that you need to actually craft stuff. It also unlocks the ability to get these little packs, which will give you some runic souls and other stuff. And, of course, treasure hunt, because that gives you 0 leveling. So, obviously, that one is the absolute best thing that you can do if you wanted to level as slowly as possible, or none at all, to still gain resources. But yeah, those would be the three things you would go for. Let's see. Hello, GSW. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You finally hit 1K. Nice. You finally hit level 1000. Congratulations, Anarchy. Very nice. Did he start the game again, and that's how long it takes him to get this far, or did he already have the account and just keep playing, then start this? I did not know what you were referring to with that. Let's see. You really need a good level 130 with no legendary, but a Sylvania Moore dungeon team, or sweep. Oh wait. You really need a good level 130 with no legendary, but a Sylvania Moore dungeon sweep. I don't know if you could do it with just a Sylvania Moore. If you were to do that, your team would be Cockatrice plus Sylvania Moore with 2 other troops. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of what those other 2 troops would be, given that it has to be epic or lower, and probably ultra rare or lower. But Cockatrice plus Sylvania Moore alone might be enough for you to win. All you really need is the Cockatrice, and then that feeds into your Sylvania Moore, and then you just keep doing damage and getting their mana generation looping. So you can do it pretty much all off of that. Oh, no problem, Candy. Okay, let me go finish out Guild Wars. I think we still have one more battle left. Then we'll go to dungeons, and then we'll go back to answering questions and doing teams and stuff. Of whatever you guys want me to do. Oh, we still have 2 more battles. Well, let's go into the next one. Gorgolfa, Dragon Soul, Famine, Death. Assuming our Famine gets mana before his Famine, it should be a pretty easy battle. He does have quite a bit of mana generation. But, yeah, it's basically a race of who gets Gorgolfa first. There's a chance he can outdo us with Dragon Soul. Though that is quite a bit unlikely. But if it does happen, we are pretty much instant lose. So gotta watch out for that. Looks like we're going to be taking Brown into Brown if he doesn't stop us. Good, he doesn't stop us. So we'll go take... Oh, so many decisions. Guess we take this Brown. One more turn will do it, and he doesn't take the yellow. Perfect. So we can go move that over. That does give him quite a bit of green, but it's not a full Famine, so we're still safe. So we'll move that down. Do we have a drop right there? No, we do not, but we might be able to get lucky by moving this. Okay, we got some of the mana. And now, please get full mana. Yes, perfect. We won. We got Famine. We won. Okay, let's go clear out first slot just so we don't have to deal with this guy. Get that Gorgolfa out of here. We could actually explode him. Too bad we don't have that last little bit of mana. You know what? Let's just Gorgolfa it. We're already there, pretty much. So we'll go do that. That'll take him out. No summon. Very nice. Actually, I think it was stunned, so we couldn't even get it if we wanted. Ooh! Gotta get that Corvash soon. Can't let him get a Famine. He could turn this game around if he ends up getting that. And we don't want that happening, that's for sure. So we'll let him get Skull distracted. Actually, you know what? I could just take the Skull into yellow. Ooh, it didn't surge. I need that to surge. So we'll throw the Corvash there. Really need to get this Famine up, though. I guess it's not going to be too hard. All we have to do is take 1 green and we get it for sure. So we'll do that. Get ourselves a Famine. I guess we throw it now just to make sure he can't do anything. Too bad that's not enough true damage to kill him. I only have 28. We're too short. Too bad we didn't get that extra 2 true damage. That'd be kind of useful right now. Let me just kill the Dragon Soul. And he actually dies because he's stunned, so that's nice. Speaking about stun, let's go re-stun. Before we do though, let me take some yellow just so we have Gorgolfa. It also makes sure he doesn't take yellow. One less thing in the way. So we'll go get a Skull or Gorgolfa. We have 28 damage, but he's about to get full mana. That's actually a hard decision. Because if I don't, if I do this, and we don't get a really good Cascade or a lot of mana, or like a full ability, all he's going to do is just Famine us for the full amount. This would be risking a lot off of 1 cast. The biggest problem, though, is if I do take the Skull, there's no way I can kill him quickly. It would take 3 Skulls to kill him, so you know what, I'm just going to explode it. Okay, that could have gone a bit better, but at least he got distracted with a Skull right there. And now we basically need to do exactly what we just did again, but just get luckier. So we'll take a yellow. He, for some reason, is not taking famine mana. I'm perfectly fine with that. He's helping us so much right now. Perfect, so I'm gonna go move that down. That's actually enough to kill him right there. And another skull, and then we could just Corvash into the High Forge, and that is match. Actually, we don't even need the other one. We could just take another skull and just throw either or down. Let's throw a Corvash, and down it goes. Sweet. Well, that went over pretty nicely. A little bit risky with the famine there, but it went through. Does the Troglodyte's trait all brown allies gain 5 to stats still apply if Troglodyte dies before allies? Yes. It applies at the beginning of a battle. It's one of those many traits that trigger right at the beginning. So regardless of if Troglodyte dies or not, yes, it still stays in effect for the entire battle. It gives a static 5 stat increase to every single ally that is brown to all stats. So any brown in your team, like if we had a Troglodyte, let's say your Corvash was a Troglodyte, regardless of if it died or not, our Golgotha for Famine and our High Forge would all have 5 additional attack, magic, armor, and HP on each of them. So yeah, it still applies after death. It applies it right at the beginning of the battle. It also can't be stunned because it applies it at the beginning of the battle. Anything that applies right at the beginning can never be stunned. So for example, do I have any? Like Cursed, for example. Oh yeah, he has Cursed. This reduces all enemy skills by 2. If he gets stunned, that doesn't get undone because it triggers right at the beginning. Anything that is just a single trigger once at the beginning can't be stunned. So, but for example, Reinforced and Aspect of Famine can, because he's triggered per turn. And like for example with Corvash, his leadership, assuming that he was in first slot, you cannot actually stun this because it triggers at the beginning of the battle, him gaining 3 to all stats when he's used in first slot. But things like, for example, like his Armored and his Lion Wrath, these can be stunned because these trigger as things occur. So when they're stunned and that thing occurs, then it doesn't trigger anymore. But since, with like traits like these, since leadership has already triggered at the beginning, and it never triggers any more times during the duration of the battle, stunning it doesn't actually do anything. Oh, we got a pretty lucky brown mana right there. I wasn't even trying for brown, and we just randomly get it out of nowhere. That is perfectly fine. That's one of the core manas we need on this team. And we can just take a yellow to purple, and yeah, wow, we actually denied out Wisp pretty nice. Well, mostly luck at the beginning there, though, as well as that. Very rare. Wow, we managed to get a Famine before double Wisp. I am perfectly fine with that. It has been a while since we've actually raced that. We even have 2 different options to go throw that down. So what do we go for then? How much damage is that? 14, 6, 20, 40, 68. That would not be a single High Forge range. What do we do then? I guess I'll just pass my turn. We'll do that. I need him to take a slightly more mana without casting his Wisps. So what do we do then? I think I might just Famine. I don't want to Famine because I want to get more damage, but we can just throw another High Forge on that with a Golgotha or something. Okay, end your turn. He's starting to start that really annoyingness. Oh, I wish I was dead already. He's gonna actually get a cast off. That's unfortunate. Oh, he might be able to win. It's gonna be a lot of damage, and I have no way to directly hit him because we already used Famine, and I can't get High Forge yet. It's gonna be a little while there. Ooh, that 20 HP. That is cutting it close. We also didn't get High Forge. Okay, good. We got it off the Cascade. Nice. He didn't get full mana on anything either. Wow, we're taking a lot of damage this battle. We'll throw that down. We'll then get a Corvash, so that'll bring both of those down as well. Take away that 1 mana. That precious 1 mana of his. So we'll go get that, get Golgotha, go throw down some kind of cast, and... well, we're 1 short on Famine. That is not good. Come on, Famine. You got this. Okay, we'll move that up just to get our manas. And yeah, we should be good now, because we can just throw Famine into a kill. Let's see, what is that? 4, 16, 32, 60 on the dot. Which one's more of a threat? I actually don't know. I think the Queen Mad, because it can actually get a kill. Well, so can Wisp. Actually, I think... oh, wait. Yeah, I think Wisp is actually the bigger threat here. The main reason being that it has a lower mana cost. That's the biggest threat. So we'll go take that. And now we should be a win. I don't really foresee Queen Map getting 15. Like, there was a chance that a Wisp could have gotten 10. But I don't really think a Queen Map's going to get that much. So we'll just throw this into a Famine and that's match. Or should be if it takes some mana. Yep, there it goes. Actually, if it didn't take any mana there, it would have lived. Actually, I think we still could have High Forged it, but yeah. There it goes. Sweet. Oh, and we end up getting a red-purple arcane. Very nice. That's actually used for the new legend that just came out as well. So what was the score for today? A little bit lower than it could have. 9,175. I'll still take it, though. Pretty decent. Right, there we go. There's Guild Wars. Let's see. Sorry if you are trying to talk to in next couple of minutes. Okay. See you in a minute, Kyle. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Strawn. I read like chat half to myself and like half aloud, which might sound strange sometimes. Okay. Anyways, let's go do dungeons real quick, and then we'll go and mess with what any kind of suggestions or teams you guys want me to do if you have any questions or anything. Don't forget, new Mythic this Friday for PC Mobile. Not 100% sure if console is getting it, but it might be for console as well. I'm not 100% sure on that, but definitely PC Mobile. So we'll get to have a lot of fun with that. If it's still the same one as earlier, it's going to be a new, oh, what was the thing? Oh, I forget the kingdom's name. Leonis Empire that has a double poison instant kill, which is kind of cool. Though it has a ridiculously high mana cost and can only be cast once during an entire battle, even if you have multiple of him. So he's definitely a mythic that is pointless to have multiple of, because you would never need more than one ever in any team, regardless of what that team is. Will he actually be viable? I don't think so, mainly because his mana cost is way, way too high. They're going to start bringing in like super, ultra, mega, ridiculously high mana cost troops. And while this would kind of be good if they had ridiculously good, awesome mana cost spells, but they're trying, I can tell that they're trying to not make them overpowered. And in doing so, they're probably going to make them almost useless. So we'll see exactly what happens with it. But yeah, anything that has over 30 mana, or even remotely close to that, is probably going to be near useless. Also, there is a bug on my wall. Looks like a fly. Or a bee. Can't even tell. Probably not a bee. It's moving pretty quick on a wall. No clue what that is. I'll ignore it for now. Shouldn't be a bother, hopefully. We'll go take a skull. You finally got your Umberwolf from one event key, really? Well, that's pretty lucky. One event key out of nowhere. How is your Brown Defend team doing today? 0 wins! It actually has 0. Actually, literally everything I've done this week has 0. Though it's mainly because Bracket 1, everyone is kind of already... I don't know. I don't know if the team is bad or just everyone in Bracket 1 is good. Because even if you check my guild right now, we only had... actually, we have a little bit more above average of losses. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's actually a lot more than I thought. 8, 9. Wow, a lot of people in my guild actually lose 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, never mind. Don't take that as an example. But it's generally a lot of people in Bracket 1 tend to go 5-0 every single battle. So we are exactly at 0. Though, on this day, let's see how many we could have won, though. So that means our team could have been slightly better, because that means... let me go check something real quick. How many battles does this day have left? So they still have 2 people left, basically, who could reach me. So 2 more people. So -2 from that, or add 2. So yes, it looks like on both days, 24 people will reach me, which means 6 people in both of these days ended up losing to someone in my guild. So out of a total of every single battle that has been done, let's see, there's 30 people. That's 150 battles. Out of 150 battles across both days, they've only lost 6 times against our entire guild. So you can tell by that, that's a pretty high win rate. So the chance of us specifically getting a win is actually pretty low. Let me see. With that being said, if I go and calculate that out, what is that percent? That is a 4% chance. We have a 4% chance that our defend team will win against them, approximately. Probably a little bit more towards 5 because we're the Paragon. But yeah, that's about our percent chance of winning, based on at least our guild's data. So only 4% of the time our defend team wins. At least someone in this guild. 4%. That is how often people in late game win their guild war battles. Yeah, yeah. We're not getting a win anytime soon. Some of them could be adjusted, some though, I do have to say. I will be doing that in the future. I can't really change them now, because once they're in, they're like locked in. I believe I can actually change the future days, but most of my future days actually are pretty decent. But yeah, I definitely do need to tweak them up a little bit. Going absolute 0 on them could definitely go just a little bit better than that, obviously. Really, anything would be an improvement from that. But even some of the really big stuff still loses, though. I could throw down the entire meta, and it's still going to lose here and there, or almost every single time. It'll pull off a win occasionally, but for the most part, it's still going to lead to a relatively similar result. Really, the biggest thing is that you actually use unique teams that are at least somewhat hard, but for the most part, they are still going to lose. But as long as they're unique, that's one of the main things that matter. Anyways, let me go do dungeons before I forget. I felt like the last couple times I almost forget to do them. Need to start doing that more towards the beginning of the stream. I don't want to do it like literally right when we start, but sometimes forget about them. They need like a little flashing notification. Someone even like put that up and mentioned that on the forum, because they end up missing it one day. It's like, yeah, we should totally have like a little flashing indication or something. But yeah, they do need something to kind of indicate like, hey, you haven't done your dungeons yet. Maybe even the same thing for guild wars and stuff. Maybe like a little battle schedule sheet where it shows like all the dailies, like particularly once they start adding tasks. So it shows you like all the tasks that you can do, the fact that you haven't done guild wars yet, the fact that you haven't done dungeons yet. They can implement something like that. Be kind of convenient. I'll throw that down. Your defense is 211 and 110. So you have... Wait, are you... Wait. Are you in my guild right now, D? Which one are you? If you are, you have literally 50% of our wins. Oh no, never mind, not 50%, 33%. You have 33% of our wins if that is the case. What are you using? Let's see. I saved most of my meta teams for later in the week though, so we'll see how those do once we get to them. Like, they even haven't gotten to the Kraken yet. That'll be the true test. Will they take out the Kraken? Okay, let's go, let's write it down for yellows. Let's get down on greens. Nice little poke in there, get Dragon Soul. And the wipe. Let's see. Yeah, the person with the most points every single week is the Paragon. How the things work in the what was I mentioning? Guild Wars is whoever has it basically orders you based on how well you do in Guild Wars. I keep clicking on the wrong one. Guild Wars. But yeah, if we go over to attack right over here, and we go to results, we can go and see based on the previous results. Like you can see, here's me, here's Squeaks, here's Mr. Wilson. If we go to previous week, we can see that based on everyone within our guild, that those are the highest three. So you can see Squeaks was 55,155. I was slightly higher than that with 55,285, which made me Paragon instead. And if we go to, who was the other one that said? Mr. Wilson, I think it was. Yeah, it looks like that. And Mr. Wilson with his 52,561 ended up becoming the champion as well, due to having the next in line for points. And it just goes basically in order. So whoever has the absolute highest score in your guild will be the Paragon, and then it goes to the next one, and then so on and so forth, all the way down to whoever scored the lowest in your guild during the week. And then it just reorders you the following week into whatever you ended up scoring based on that order. Yeah, that's basically all it does. So if we have the highest, or if we have like the second highest score next week, or this week, next week we'll go down to champion instead. But it's the highest score, the highest second and third, and then 4th, 5th, 6th, so on and so forth. That's basically the entire order of where you get placed. And the whole thing with these little 5 things, it's how it works in attack. So whenever you fight a soldier, you fight one of the enemy soldiers, which is one of the people down over here. And then you fight one of their, oops, wrong section. And then you fight one of their vanguards, and herald, and champion, and then Paragon. And that's just basically it's basically set up like this to try to make it more difficult as you progress through the guild. In late game, that doesn't really happen because literally everyone is basically just as hard as everyone else. But earlier on in the game, it does have a bit more of an impact because the person who's actually the paragon of the guild likely has a lot better stuff than everyone below them. Whereas later in the game, basically everyone has everything. So it's not much of a difference between each one of the battles as you would once you get to the lower brackets, or when you're in the lower brackets. How long do these streams usually last? The ones I do at night, they normally last for about 1 hour. The ones I do on Fridays and Saturdays are generally about 4 hours, the ones I do in the morning. But yeah, we stream every single day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for approximately an hour or so. We just do Guild Wars, we go do dungeons, and then we just chill for the rest of the time. And if there's anything else we need to go over, like on Sunday nights, I go over the new event troops. On Monday nights, I actually use the new event troops that literally just came out. Friday nights, there's normally new content on most Fridays, so we do stuff like that. Like, for example, this Friday is the Mythic. So in the morning, we go over to Mythic, then do a stream on it, then do a nightly stream, which will probably bring it in. And sometimes we use it in the Guild War, too, if it happens to work. I personally don't feel like this new Mythic will work in Guild Wars, though. Is there a spreadsheet somewhere that shows good teams based on Kingdom race bonuses? No. I don't believe there's anything that does that. I don't believe. I know I've done a video on something similar to that a while back. I forget exactly what it was called, though. I could probably do a video of something like that again. It's pretty good early game kind of video content. If my Let's Play account could get a little bit more troops, I could probably show that. I really need to go work on my Let's Play account soon to get the last little bit of progress I need. Because there's a lot of videos I want to do with it, but I haven't gotten to the point yet. I need to get it more towards mid-game. It seems weird, but I need to get my account to mid-game to show early game content. Mainly because to show all early game content, I basically have to be in mid-game on that account, so I can actually have access to all the early game content. Because if I don't, I basically only have access to part of the early game content, which wouldn't be able to show everything I would need to show. At that point, I might as well just show it on my main account. Go move that over. Go down the Gurgultha. And then go get a Dragon Soul. Actually, before we do this... Oh, I should have taken red. I could have gotten free poke. I guess it doesn't matter too much. You can just go for the right there. Oh yeah, you can just look at the best teams video too. Whatever the best teams video is for the version prior to whatever the current version is. Like right now it's 3.2. So right now our 3.1/3.15 video. Those are generally the best videos to look at if you're looking for teams. Because generally anything mentioned in those types of videos are stuff that are really, really viable. And sometimes whatever changes happen in the rebounds end up making them slightly weaker. But they're generally the most relevant troops currently within the game whenever I do those videos. Most of the time I do the best teams video about halfway through the version. So like for example for this current version I would probably do it in about a month or so, maybe a little bit less. Once we start getting signs that the new kingdom is coming, the new patch is coming, that's generally the time I basically start doing the video for each one of those. So this Darkstormer we're going to want to keep as is. I need to go get that down just so he doesn't do anything crazy. We did not get the silence there because he's impervious. I need my last little bit of mana, but there's no brown or yellow that we could swipe. That's not too helpful. I'm just going to move that down, I guess. Wolf we can't really do anything with. That we can, though. And now we just need to get the explosion, and we basically win right then and there. Okay. I just realized I'm using the disable version of this one. This was not the team I actually meant to use. I'm trying to use this team right now as if it was the other version. Fail. Well, let's go, and I guess let's take a poke. You can get a double poke, but single poke is perfectly fine. What else? We'll go take some yellows, get an explosion. Get us to the spider. Throw that down. Get all of our manas. Get a nice Smur lion down. Might just go for another poke here as well. We'll take it for extra turn, of course. Oh, too bad we don't have a convert like that, like a Mercy or something. Would have been really good. What else? I guess we could go silence kill it. We'll do that. Nice silence. That was actually the other one I was going to think about hitting with it. We could throw an Wolf here. I think I might go for it. Might as well. Just to get the secure kill. This also makes, of course, our Gurgultha do more damage, like right here. And nice solid 12. And now if we could just take an actual poke, it'll easily go down. Hey, that was our poke. Okay, well, we have the 2x true damage, so we can just throw that down, kill that. Got a bat, useless little bat. That is normally like the worst thing you can get off of that thing. Did you see Crutter the Horse's new video? Yes, I did. I forget what team he used off the top of my head. I think it was Gloomleaf something something. Oh, it was Gloomleaf something Owl and Plague. What was his second slot? Yeah, I did see it. It was pretty cool. Oh, it was Zakima. Yeah, we can go do that real quick. Yeah, it seems pretty solid. It was, actually, let me go win a battle before I go use it. Yeah, it's this one. Oh, no, it wasn't this one. No! Okay, never mind. We'll go use the other one after, but let me go do the team next that you said. I just want to clear it to actually find a team that's made to counter. Okay, I'm gonna go move that, take out the explosion. Nice to see him doing videos again as well. Okay. Oh yeah, this was the one I built around Nosferatu. This is a really strange team. I do like it though. It's very rare that you get to see stat reduction spam and actually make it a good team. Very rare does that happen. We still have Nosferatu going. You know, actually it wouldn't be too bad to have double Nosferatu. I mean, not Nosferatu, Umberwolf. Originally I was like, oh, double Umberwolf would probably be like horrifically bad. But now that I'm like starting to mess around with them in more teams, it's like, oh yeah, I kind of see why you would want to go double Umber. Because with only one, if you're planning on casting him, you keep losing the Darkstorm too much. You basically have to not cast him if you're going to have him. So we'll go do that. Luckily we have a troop that can also do Darkstorm, which makes it quite convenient. I'll destroy that down. What else, what else, what else? Can't get that over there. Can't really get a Valkyrie up either. So we just take some manas. And is that enough damage? No, it is not. What's our game plan then? What is our game plan? This will just take a purple surge. So we'll go for that. That does give us an explosion that we can use. We have the damage. He's going to do his thing. Gotta hope for extra turn. Very nice. We did indeed get it. Though I don't know if that's actually going to help us much. But at least it did a little bit of progression. So we'll go move this over to get our manas. Well, actually we already all the way up. But have to remove the extra turn regardless. I guess we could just go for damage here. So we'll throw that down. But anything we can do now, we can kind of just go straight for the killing poke. So we'll go do that to get our... Oh wait, never mind, we didn't need blues there. But what we can do now is with those blues we just created, we can do that. Kill his really weak summon, and then basically just win from there. Go for the single shot, and then whatever we do, we'll instantly win. So we'll go kill that out. Useless bats, and then just kill it out with anything. And there's our anything. And down it goes. Did you try any team with the both... Nosferatu and Umberwolf? Yeah, we messed with something with it earlier. I think it would be better just starting with double Umber, though, which we don't actually have at the moment. Which might be one of the reasons why I didn't... Oh, wait, yeah, we did. Never mind, we did end up getting another copy. We got another copy the other day when we ended up opening it during the stream. Okay, let me go do the other team that he was mentioning. This isn't a Kraken version, but it's still pretty similar. So, let's go use it. Gloomleaf. The gloom of all leafs. Plague. What's the other things we need? Oh, which one's the plague? You're a plague too. No, you're not. Okay, let's see. We got the plague. We need the owl. Snowy owl. Snowy owl is actually insanely good. I personally don't use it that often, but it's one of the best commons in the entire game. It's very niche in that you basically only use it to mana generate for purple troops. And what was the thing I was looking for? Schema. Because you have to mana generate for a purple troop that doesn't actually need purples on the board. Which, there aren't too many troops that are purple that work well like that. A good majority of the really meta purple troops do like having purple on the board. Like Kraken, like Elmagrim, stuff like that. They really like having purple on the board. So, yeah, it doesn't really work with quite a few of them because of that. But if you're only using like a single purple like that, it ends up working out pretty well. Since you don't need to worry about the specific colors. Because you can easily fill them up. But you don't need to try to align on them. You can kind of just leave them there. Banner. We don't need to put in the Snowy Owl. Let's see. We got our +1 purple already. Actually, don't know what banner we need. We could go double yellow and just go all-in owl. That would be a really, really safe bet, but it doesn't have anything to leak into. Red-green would be pretty decent. And another purple on the thing would be decent. We're not using brown, so we could actually go the +2 red, +1 yellow as well. You know what? I think we're actually going to go for that, since we don't use the color. Might as well get the best amount of value from it. So we'll go do that one. So I'll go pick that, and should be good to go. See what happens. And we'll go try it against the other one, too. Yeah, they did end up buffing a while back the amount of attack he steals. It's still relatively low, but if you can cast him a lot with your mana generation, it does add up over time. And it is capped by if the enemy actually has attack, though. So if you end up using other reductions, it doesn't really work well because you won't be able to keep reducing with your Gloomleaf anymore if you do. Oh, I could have taken free turn right there. Oh, wow, he actually left it. Perfect. He even flashed for me. We'll go throw this down on... I don't think this can hit skulls, right? No, it can't. So, there's not enough yellow. I guess it's red for now. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need to make sure we get the alignment for this. I keep forgetting its alignment. It's blue to skull and yellow to... brown to yellow. And we do indeed have alignment, so we'll just go throw that down on you, since you're one of the biggest threats. I would throw it on one of the front lines if it was actually enough to kill, but it's not in this instance. So we'll just go move that over. Get that little poke. What else can we move easily? Move that one. Now we can just throw this on yellows. Actually, I probably shouldn't even taken what I did previously, because it's left out on the board. Purples don't have alignment. Brown to yellow we do. That's not enough to kill, so we'll go for that poke. Double poke there. Now, if we can, we will go for it. So we'll go move that one over. Take a green right there. Got it. Very nice. We can just go for... Actually, you know what? No. Do we have alignment? No, we do not. So we'll just go take that, I guess. We'll go for that. And let's see if we can get anything else next to each other. Doesn't look like it. We'll just move that, move that. And wow, we're not getting anything near each other. Okay, that should be more than enough damage, though. So we can just go for that. Didn't even need a cast Gloomleaf. Let's even go find the exact team, though. I need to find a double Kraken to use it against. That was the team that this was made to actually be specifically used for. Let's see if I can find one under casual. It's still going to be just as hard. Let's see. Come on, Kraken team. Shouldn't be too long to find one. Come on, legitimate Kraken team. There we go. That should be one. Yep, there it is. Forest Troll, Kraken, KrissTigger, and Wisp. Normal difficulty. Let's see. Counter 1, counter 2, counter 3. What are these three? Counter 1, counter 2, and counter 3. Counter 1. Corvash, Valkyrie, Justice Map, so Justice Team. I haven't found Justice Team to be as good recently. Counter 2, Dragonsoul, Ashla, KrissTigger, Elamagrim. That definitely works. Though Elamagrim doesn't really get much attacking in, but he does get attack reduction, which is nice. And counter 3, Dark Troll, Kraken, Queen Mab, and Elamagrim. A lot of hard-hitting troops. It will take a little bit to get that team going, but once it does get going, it would be fine. The biggest issue, again, though, is with Elamagrim not having burn. I'm not really a big fan of using Elamagrim without a burner. At that point, he's basically just like a normal troop that happens to hit full AoE that spawns a little bit of gems. Him only doing a gem spawn is relatively weak. The only reason, one of the reasons why Elamagrim gets used so much is because once you actually get the full burn on the enemy team, you start getting to the point where you end up doing 12 gem spawn, which is way, way, way above average. That's basically the highest you can even do on any troop that can perpetually keep casting over and over again. That's one of the main reasons why he actually gets used so much. Without that, he only does 8, which is relatively average. Even this thing almost does 8. Plus, it gets to remove a bunch of stuff that it doesn't actually use, which is cool. So we're actually going to do that right now. Speaking about removing things that we don't actually use. Go throw that on greens. You know, I should probably throw that on yellow so we get more alignment. Even if we don't have much on the board. Because it'll help set up our future board. So we don't need to worry about it as much. So we'll go move that over. We'll go take our attack reduction right here. So he's going to get his double. Just going to have to let it happen. That plague is about to die. Wow. Let's see here. Do I have to take that skull? Yes. It's gonna double green though. You know what? We're not going to. We'll go move that. Oh, very nice extra turn right there. Saved us. Is that enough damage? I think it is. Pretty sure that is. We'll take a skull. Yep, down it goes. And then we can just go for another Gloom Leaf. Get our red. That's Sakima. And do we have alignment? All this board, no alignment. Figures. Did we go for skull? Sure. Go take the poke. Sakima, do you still have no alignment? Apparently, it is the case. We could go for just a little bit of mana generation, but not really worth it. Let's go and take their armor. Get a little bit more attack. Double check to see if we have it now, and nope, doesn't look like it's changed. There is some cascade potential though. You know what, I'm just gonna go for it. It's only wisps, what's the worst they can do? They're just gonna hit the Gloom Leaf anyways. Actually, they might kill themselves off the Gloom Leaf. Nope, or that. Okay, that's the worst that can happen. Good job, wisps. Amazing. The power of wisp. Well, that didn't quite work out. Round 2. I probably shouldn't have given the wisps anything. Here we go. Here's the Kraken team. The Forest Troll double Kraken Queen map. What on earth is this bug doing? There's either multiple of this bug or it keeps doing the exact same thing. It goes onto the wall, climbs over there, climbs all the way across the wall. And I guess it makes some kind of big loop or something. Now it's the same bug or different bugs over and over. Anyways, distracted by random bugs. I hate bugs. Let's see. Let's go and just get Sakima up first. You know what, actually? Well, we need yellow. Let me try seeing if I can make him not take it. Because I want those. Skull, I'm going to ignore. And this we just throw into yellow. And then we'll go get Sakima off. And we do indeed have alignment. So we'll go all in on first slot just to get him out. Overkill it. And move that over. Throw this on yellow again. Let's see. Anything else we could take on the board? Nope. Just throw it on yellow again. Can we get more purple to actually fall? Throw it on purple. I mean yellow again. Yeah, almost about to throw it on red at this point. Throw it on yellow again. Throw it on yellow again. Too bad we don't have a Kraken on this team, gosh. Throw it on yellow again. I never realized how easily this thing can loop once it starts getting a nice board. And there we go. Go throw that down. Skull Poke. Don't really need. Might as well go for full Sakima mana. That does give him a lot of yellow, but he doesn't actually use it. Also, I don't need to worry about those extra turns from Mab, which is nice. Throw this on red. Actually, how many purple are on the board? 4. That is 1 mana short. So yeah, I am going to throw it on red. And it misses. At that point, I should have just thrown it on yellow then. Okay. Oh, we got the blue, got the blue, got the yellow. We can throw that down. I guess we do go for it. So that'll kill that. And then we just throw all the damage into the next one. And now all we need to do is poke it with anything and we win. And let's see. Do we? Sure. No. We'll just take that. Throw that on the green there. Very nice. And play. Get lucky. Go. Actually, you know what? We could just skull poke it. There we go. Down it goes. Let's see. He's a drone. He's watching and learning. Try it with Suncrest? Suncrest of what? What do you mean by Suncrest? Or which Suncrest did you want me to do it with? Your stream got Mafia ad 2 times? What? What? I do not know. Also, hello Adrian. Want to try your Umberwolf team. Umberwolf, Valkyrie, Deckhand, Crimson Bat. Or your Umberwolf team. Sure, we'll go try that. Not necessary to cast Umberwolf, just use him and for his Darkstorm. We'll go try it. Oh, hey, we got another Arcane Dark. Speaking of Darks, let me go do it in PvP. I was just doing that to go test the test it against Kraken. Up to already on suggested team slot. Let's go clear everything out and go into that. So, what do we need here? We need... Where to go? We need a Umberwolf, a Valkyrie. Oops, I'm not typing into anything. A Umberwolf, a Valkyrie, Oops, I need to type Umber W because of number. Umberwolf, Valk. And deckhand into a Crimson Bat. That is not a deckhand. I like typed in half and half. There we go. Deckhand and a Crimson. Interesting. A lot of blue loop for the deckhand and Crimson Bat. A little bit short on color. What exactly is the Umberwolf for in this? I guess the chance to change into one of the other true damages to go and then kill it. The Umberwolf form doesn't seem to help too much though. It almost seems like you need it more in one of the other two forms. Yeah, we'll still go try it. Banner, we can leave exactly as is actually. We don't need to change it. It's already correct banner. Let's see what we can do with it. Okay, so Darkstorm right off the bat, of course. Oh, Suncrest Banner. That makes a lot more sense. I didn't know what you meant with just Suncrest, but yeah, Suncrest Banner, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, we'll go try it with Suncrest Banner after the other team we were just previously using. Wait, how's his attack so high? Is 20% really that much extra stats? Or is his attack just normally high and then it has 20% making it even higher? It's probably the case. That's a really high attack, wow. Okay. What do we need to move? We have reds, yellows. Probably get bad up. I'll work on that. Need to watch out for his Valkyrie, so I need to keep denying him as well. Very nice extra turn out of nowhere. I'll take it. Yellow Surge would be great, so we'll go move into it. We're frozen on the most core color we need. That is definitely unfortunate. So we'll keep letting it poke and stuff. Well, we cleansed it on one. Not the one I really need, though. Yep, and he landed again. Yeah, I think we lose from the sheer fact that he has the freeze on us when we're using a blue loop team. So yeah, that is definitely going to lose then. I see what you're kind of going for, though. It's like a nice little true damage loop. But I don't think it uses enough color. Okay, well anyways, let me go and switch over to the other one with Suncrest, and we'll go try it that way. I believe this is a Kraken team too. It's a Wisp Kraken, so this will work perfectly fine. So let me go get back what we had earlier, which was the Gloomleaf, the Plague. Yep, that was not how you spell Plague. The Plague, the Sakima, it is also not Sakima, and what else do we need? The Owl, and Suncrest. Oh, misclick. Where's Suncrest go? Suncrest, Suncrest, I know you're in here. Actually, somewhat forget what Suncrest looks like. Where's Suncrest? Okay, wait. No, no. There it is. Talon banner. Okay, sweet. -1 blue, but we get the +2 yellow and the +1 green. I guess that's okay. It's going all in on the Owl, which was the whole point of us going to +2 yellow, or what we were thinking of. And it still gets the +1 that we need for Gloomleaf and Plague. It distributes this to both of them, instead of going all in on one or the other. So I guess that's fine. We'll go see what it does. Four Umberwolves is an amazing team. Go for it. I only have 2. And we're probably not going to be getting any more. I've depleted literally all of my event keys. And I can't really go any further than that. Not to mention, we'll have a lot... We need to save our gems and stuff for the Mythic this Friday. Because the Mythic could take anywhere from like 2,000 gems to 20,000 gems. It could vary by a very, 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 very large amount. So we need to make sure we have enough for it so we can show it. Regardless of how viable it actually is. So we'll go through this on yellow. That didn't really do too much, but as long as we get alignment, we'll be fine. Come on, alignment. Do we have it? Moment of truth. Yes, we do. So we'll just go throw it down you, so you start getting poked down. Move that one down. Actually, we already had it. I didn't need to do that. I will throw this down on yellow. Could have had some more yellow on the board, but messed that up there. So we'll go throw that to the yellow. Yep, complete miss right there. On the other side of that. So keep it on yellow again. Turn a nice little extra turn. What else do we need? We only get 2 mana from the thing, so I'm just going to move that over for now. That gives us chemo. And we did not have alignment. We have a little bit of value, but it's not all that we need, so we'll throw this down, get our stats. Right now, Sakimo would be great on the Wisp, though it's kind of blocking with his stealthy there. So we'll just take a poke. And still no alignment that we can do. Guess we just throw this down until we do get alignment. Oh, we got an extra turn. Didn't really help with aligning, though. It'll give us some value. I guess I could throw it down just for the sake of throwing it down so it dies, and then we can just poke it. Or it can counter-poke me. And Queen Mab. And go crazy. But all we have to do now is just simply poke it twice, and we'll be good to go. There's once, there's twice, and that's match. Let's see. What was your question, Rye? Anyone have a link to the gold farming or maps or for gold key? Wait. Anyone have a link to gold farming or maps or key? There's no way to really farm keys. I don't know which one you just posted. I believe it's the map farming one. I don't know if I've specifically done a video going over how to farm gold yet. Yeah, that was the map one that he ended up doing. It is possible. Actually, he gave the older version of it, I believe. It's actually possible to do over 100 maps per hour right now. If you were to farm them in challenges or explore. Generally, you'd probably do it in a challenge just because it's a little bit easier to do. But yeah, it's pretty easy. You just run with, early on in the game, you run with either a, what's it called? A Goblin Shaman, Dryad, wait, no. You either run with a Dryad, Goblin Shaman, Dryad, Tyree, or a Giant Spider, Green Seer, double Tyree. Either or, depending on which one you have. The second one is quicker, but is more expensive to own, because you need double Tyree, and you only get one for free. But the other one's really cheap. It's just 2 rares, 1 other rare, and a epic that you get for free from completing Absol Carry. But yeah, you could do either of those two. And a cheaper one, again, is Dryad, Goblin Shaman, Dryad, Tyree, preferably with the Dryad up to its link, so that you get that extra bit of mana. Though not required, it just helps a little bit to speed it up some. But yeah, you end up getting a lot of maps. You can basically farm that for 1 hour, and then have enough maps to last you for like 1 or 2 hours. So it ends up working out very, very nicely with that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for the night. We will be back tomorrow night, as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And we're just going to be going over to Guild Wars again, and doing the dungeons, messing around with a couple other things. And then on Friday, we have a bunch of stuff to go do. We're going to be waking up early, and we're going to be doing a key opening for the new Mythic, then a Teams video for the new Mythic, and then, of course, a live stream from 10 a.m. to about 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going over and messing with the new Mythic. Did I even do dungeons? Yes, we finished dungeons. I remembered. I'm getting better at remembering them. We shall not forget the dungeons. I actually haven't missed a single dungeon yet, except for, like, one blue day, I believe. Even though not every day I've actually streamed them. I always pretty much remember to do them, except one day when I forgot. Let's see. But yeah, good night, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming down. What was that, Anarchy? JCG gave you, or you're the latest video to Kyle. Wait, what? I'm confused. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for tonight. Was there any other questions? I don't think there was. But yeah, thank you for coming down, everyone. See you all tomorrow night, and then new Mythic this Friday. Don't forget, don't open event keys for it. It's only going to be in Glory, Gem, Guild, and VIP when it does come out, so do keep that in mind. It shows it when it comes out as well, but just as a reminder for any newer players. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming by, and I'll see you all tomorrow night. Goodbye.